What is up? Welcome in to the Early Edge. I'm your host, Allan Bell. We have a fantastic show lined up for you today. But I'll tell you what, before we get to Saturday, let's take a look at how we did on Friday. Check some of these bets. Not a bad day. A couple of X's, but a whole lot more greens. Strong buckets coming through. 2 wins in soccer of no teams that I can pronounce. And also, one quick thing. If any of the bosses are watching, look, when we go into raises and contract negotiations, me sitting up at 1:30 in the morning trying to find these teams that Buckets bets to decide if they won or lost for the recap. It's impossible to find these teams. So I just want to put that out there. And, they're hard as hell to find. Matt Snyder looking good, coming through with Shohei and the Reds. And then the coach coming through as well with golf. But you know what? Enough about that. Let's bring the stars of the show, man. Nobody wants to hear me yapping here. Let's get everybody in, and let's break this thing down. So, first off, it's good to see all three of you. Kens, how we doing? New artwork in the back looks sharp.
I know, some new artwork, a little more Georgia stuff, more coming. I just ordered an Eagles Bulldogs collab sweatshirt, so that'll be awesome.
Nice. I know, Props, you're fired up about that, right?
I'm fired up about a few things, AB. I think you did miss something, though, on the recap. Just want to give a quick shout-out to our guy, AB. Unbelievable job, AB. You absolutely crushed it in the month of June. Ended the month on an absolute high note, going 3-0. College World Series, MLB. Did not matter what you were betting. You were hitting everything, AB. Absolutely fantastic job. And if the bosses are watching, you deserve a raise, sir.
Well, I appreciate that. I guess the 21 years of having fungos hit directly at you has kind of paid off a little bit. Mags, I know you know how that feels. How we doing up there, bud?
Yeah, man. Well, I'm doing good. And like Proppy said, you ended it on a heater. That 3-0 was awesome. But that recap screen looked, really solid. So good day yesterday. And now we head into a new month here. And that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting. Props, what up, bro?
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I did want to mention real quickly, I believe it was last Saturday, the four of us combined to go 8-1. So I think we're going to try and top that collectively today as well.
Yeah, I like the way you think. I tell you what, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. Mags, leadoff hitter, bro. First pitch fastball. What do you got, man?
All right, man. Well, one thing that I wanted to just say about this pick real quick is if Rizzo doesn't play here, then, try to find a book that isn't, it's going to void the bet. It's not going to still be good. Even if he were to, I think the pinch hit risk is very low here, but just want to clarify and put a disclaimer out here. We're playing on this one, Anthony Rizzo over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. But I say that because he did get hit on the elbow in Thursday's game. He wasn't supposed to play yesterday, but I think it was more of just, you're not going to play the day after you get hit like that. But now, with the rain out, played 2 games today. I think they need him much more in this lineup. So if he does play, I think it'll be in the first game here. So it's an early afternoon game. You should, very easily be able to look and see if he's going to be in the lineup. Let's play the prop here. But it's on DK and BetMGM, minus 140. And I think that's pretty much the limit of where I would play it. But just with Jack Flaherty and his walks, especially to lefties this year, I think that could definitely pose a threat. And with Rizzo, a high walk rate, Flaherty's also given up an over 300 batting average against left-handed batters this year. So I do like, anybody on the Yankees from the left side, but Rizzo usually hits, top 3, 4 in the order there. Not sure exactly what it's going to look like today if he doesn't play, but I do think if he gets in that lineup, you got to play him against Jack Flaherty. Over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. So that's my one play. And you wanted me to. I can talk about Dylan Cease later, but that was something that I had sent AB a note on this morning. The line wasn't out yet, so we couldn't hit that one.
Yeah. All right. 1, that's good information to know. 2, hang tight on that Cease. We are going to talk about that. But what else is good information to know is this right here.
Get breaking news.
Big news coming out of the NFL today.
Highlights and instant reactions.
The largest final round comeback in tour championship history. We're down to the final 4.
I just want to take time to analyze greatness.
Talk winners and losers with a guy who's already a big winner.
CBS Sports HQ. It's all sports all day long.
Oh, boy, Chris Hassel looking sharp right there at the end. Proud of him. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and jump in next. Got 3 plays here. All right, Mags, Kens, Props. Any of you have any thoughts on them? Would love to hear them. I'll just leave it on the screen right here. First off, all right, Joey Votto, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I think our man is going to mash today. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised it's at -110. I thought it was going to be a lot more expensive here. I think that he has a big, big day at the plate. Same thing for, all right, y'all's boy, Kyle Schwarber. All right, this dude is absolutely barreling the hell out of the baseball. I understand that we do have lefty on lefty today. That being said, with Schwarbs, I'm really not concerned about it whatsoever. Not to mention, I do think that they get to the bullpen early here, and that opens it up even more. So, Schwarbs, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at -120. And then lastly, Shohei Ohtani. I mean, how do we not bet Shohei Ohtani, right? This dude, you want to talk about finding the barrel zone here? Your boy is literally living in it. He is mashing bombs left and right. However, we're going to go with singles today, all right? We're going to go at +110. This means if you've never wagered this over half a single, yes, you get one single. That is it. Now, the tough part, we bet hits, runs, RBIs. Those count with anything. This is singles, right? So you do have to get a single. That's why you see it at +110. But I do think that Shohei is going to rip him one today and get it. So those are my three. Any thoughts that you guys have on any of those? And you don't have to. All right, there we go.
I mean, Ohtani's been a wagon. I saw a sniper in the chat. Shout out to him hitting that Ohtani yesterday. I think it was yesterday, right? So yeah, he's been crushing it. And that home run, if you haven't seen it, go watch the replay. It was almost 500 feet last.
Yeah, night. I was gonna say 493 feet. Like,
yeah.
493 feet with a wooden bat. Like, I don't care how good you are. That is ridiculous, dude. Like, most of us have swung drop threes, metal, like our entire life, and 493 feet is a moon shot. This dude's doing it with a wooden bat. It's just unbelievable. Like, it's unbelievable. And the sound that he has coming off the bat is, dude, it's like a rocket, man. It's nuts. All right. Speaking of a rocket, all right, Kansas comes on here and is just blasting picks left and right, cashing them. And not only that, she's knocking them out in different sports here. All right. So WNBA, you crushed it last Saturday. You had 2, nailed 2. Break it down. What do you got today?
Yeah, we're definitely back in the WNBA today. MLB All-Star break is coming up, so it's time to tag along, start listening. We're going to the Suns Aces under 170 today. 2 dominant teams in this league. I mentioned this on Twitter, and I'll mention it again. These teams play each other at least 3 to 4 times in the regular season. And Game 3 is when we start to see a little regression. Lower scoring games, we see some unders. So I like the under here for that. And the last 2 matchups went over 171 and 174. So we are right around that number. But there's some things that happen in those games that I don't see happening again. Like the Suns' DeWanna Bonner dropped 41 points, setting a career high and a franchise record. So the odds of that happening again are slim. And then also their center, Brianna Jones, who's a tremendous part of this offense, is hurt. So she won't be playing. She's a big reason this team can score points in the paint. So I think without her, the odds of Bonner doing that again, I like the under here. The Suns are 10-4 to the under in their last 14 road games. The Aces are 9-3 in the last 12 games to the under. So the Aces have been on fire. Their offense is out of this world. But I think as much as I love this team, it's just time for some regression on both ends.
You know what? You called it right there. I like the way that your mind is set on that. And speaking of that, Kent, it was perfect timing. Let's take a quick break and hear from one of our partners right here at CBS Sports.
Said I'm fired up. I'm sorry your time's up. I see the time up. Came from the ashes, I rise up.
Dude, was that Elena Delle Donne in there in the paint in that highlight? Dude, she's a beast. An absolute beast. Speaking, though, of a beast, Propstarz, man. You're our cleanup hitter today. You got 2 plays. Hit us with it, bro. What do you got?
Yeah, let's go, AB. Starting with a side, we're going to go back to the Dodgers run line here. -1.5, a little juicy, -140. We were on this yesterday. Love what I'm seeing from this Dodgers offense. They've been just red hot ever since that sweep from the Giants at home. They've won 7 of 9 games. They've hit They've scored 31 runs over their last 3 games. They're only 2 games back of the Diamondbacks in the NL West. They're taking on the Royals team, second worst record in Major League Baseball. They're 11-31 at home. Julio Urias is returning to the mound today as well for the Dodgers. This will be the first time he's played since May 18th. The Royals lineup does not hit lefties well at all. 5th lowest OPS. Speaking of lefties, we've got Daniel Lynch on the mound for KC. I think this Dodgers lineup is one of the best teams that hit lefties. They're 5th in OPS against opposing lefties. So I think the Dodgers are going to provide Urias with plenty of run support today. Love their chances to win by at least 2 runs in Kansas City. And then we got to go with a prop. We're taking Kettle Mart, the leadoff hitter of the Arizona Diamondbacks, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. This guy's having a fantastic season atop the Diamondbacks lineup. He's their leadoff hitter, switch hitting second baseman. He has crushed lefties this year. Now he gets to face Tyler Anderson, who's really struggling after that very good season last year. He's faced him 27 times, 12 hits, 6 doubles, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. That's a 444 average, 531 on base percentage, 888 slug. Shout out Matt Snyder in the chat with a 1420 OPS. So that is excellent slash line right there. Oh, and this is also a road game as well. So we might get that extra at-bat atop the 9th inning. Could see 5 or 6 at-bats tonight. So yeah, love Kettle Mart. Also the great name. Over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs in addition to the Dodgers run line.
Okay, so first off, great name. Second off, great shout out to the sniper there in terms of the slugs. And third, is that a Neurosis shirt?
That is a Neurosis shirt.
Nice. All right, man. Well done. Well done. All right. We're going to hit the recap here, and then we're going to play a quick game if you 3 are in. All right? So everybody grab your paper, grab your pencil. Let's take a look at the recap here. I like that I asked that anybody had any of a choice because we're going to play the game regardless, right? I just want to see if anybody would just dump out and just leave the show. All right, so Mags is on Anthony Rizzo over 1.5 hits, runs and RBIs -140. Propstarz is on the Dodgers run line -1.5 at -140. Say that name again for us, Props.
Kettle Mart.
There we go. Kettle Mart over 1.5 hits, runs and RBIs -155. Keds is on the Suns Aces under 170 -110. I don't know why I didn't close the parentheses there on the screen, but I'm going to get a red mark for that one. I am on Joey Votto over 1.5 hits, runs and RBIs -110. Kyle Schwarber over 1.5 hits, runs and RBIs -120, and Shohei Ohtani over half of a single at +110. Okay, now let me pull this up on the screen here, and let's play a game called Who is Hitting a Bomb Today in Major League Baseball. So we pull up the data here, Kansas data here, right, from the CBS Sports data team. So Ken's well done on that one. So who we have here today, the top 5 according to the SportsLine simulations. Shohei Ohtani, number 1 to hit a home run. Rafael Devers, Kyle Schwarber, Byron Buxton, and Manny Machado. I'll go through stolen bases. Ronald Acuna, Esteury Ruiz, Jesrado Chisholm, Wander Franco, and Starling Marte there. And starting pitchers in terms of strikeout props, we've got Tyler Glasnow at 7.25, Dylan Cease 6.82, Mackenzie Gortz, good luck there, 6.33, Hunter Brown 6.32, and Zach Wheeler at 6.31. So, Props, throwing it over to you first, man.
Yeah.
Guys. Yeah, Shohei, Rafael Devers, Schwarber, Byron Buxton, Manny Machado.
Yeah, love this spot for Manny Machado, actually batting lineup for, leading off for the Padres. They've lost, I believe, 6 consecutive games. Now they're facing the Reds. Williamson on the mound. He's been one of the worst starters in baseball. Machado's also had success against him. I think the Padres bats are going to be hungry. I love his chances to get 5 or 6 at-bats today as well. So, yeah, give me Manny Machado.
All right. Kens, what are you looking at here?
I'm going to keep it simple. Anything with Ohtani and plus odds, I think is just something that I'm going to look for, and we're going to go with that.
Yep, I agree with you. Like, I mean, that's why I bet him today. It's like, why would we not? You know what I mean? Like, this dude is smashing left and right. So, great point by you. Max, what do you like, man?
Yeah, so I think I would probably ride with Machado as well. Just he's mashed lefties this year, 366 average against them. And I think Williamson is terrible. So if you want to fade Williamson, I'd fade him on like the outs, something like that today. But just a quick note on Devers against Kikuchi, the lefty-lefty matchup may be a little bit intriguing. Kikuchi's given up 11 hits this year to lefties. 4 of them have been home runs. So if you want to play the home run prop, there you go.
It's good.
Also, I just want to add really quickly, Alex Verdugo has had great results lifetime versus Kikuchi.
Okay, nice ad right there. You know what? I'm going to go with my man Schwartz. I understand it's a lefty on lefty. Start the game. First off, I'm not concerned about that too terribly much. Second off, it's not going to be a lefty the entire game, and we have 9 innings to hit that one. So, yeah, nice spread across the board right here. Okay, so let me pull this off of here. Last thing, I know that the 4th of July isn't until Tuesday, okay? However, the last question is this. It's very important. Joey Chestnut, over 76 hot dogs eaten is plus 255, okay? Is he setting a new record on Tuesday? Kens, I'll let you go first. You going over or under?
I got to go under. I just can't even, rationalize that number in my head and doing it.
So many. I know. It's so many hot dogs. I don't see how many. Yeah, it's so many. I know. Props, what do you think?
We talk about Shohei Ohtani on here. We talk about LeBron James. We talk about some of the finest athletes, but we do not give enough credit to Joey Chestnut. This guy is an absolute monster behind the buns, behind the Hebrew Nationals, behind the Nathan's Hot Dogs, behind the Ballpark Franks. This guy absolutely crushes it. He deserves the recognition, AB. He should be up there with some of the best athletes. Sets a new record almost every year. He's totally put to bed the conversation between him and Kobayashi. You don't even hear about Kobayashi anymore because of the dominance of Joey Chestnut. So, yeah, I think this guy deserves a lot of respect. I think he's going to set another record this year. Give me the over.
That was amazing. I just had to hit you with that. That was amazing, man. That was a great breakdown. Mags, bring us home on it, buddy. Over, under.
Yeah, I'll take the over. I think he's definitely one of the more motivated athletes of all time, right? It's just a one day a year. He only plays a Super Bowl. Think about that. He doesn't have a regular season, right? He does other events, but this is the reason that he does his thing. So yeah, you got to kind of bet on that guy to go crazy. If I could real quick, one thing on that Cease line. So it moved. It was at plus 118 when I was talking about it earlier. It got hit down to about minus 108 right now. I do like over 7.5 strikeouts for him today against Oakland. So I'd play it anywhere, around that number, even up to minus 120-ish. I think he goes off against him today.
All right, man. We've got it, dude. Joey Chestnut just knocking down glizzies left and right. Dylan Cease knocking out strikeouts left and right. I like it, man. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We will be live at normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern on Sunday. But until then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks.